Hey everybody, Mr. Lears here. We are going to continue our study of art from ancient Egyptian culture. Okay, so for today's class, you're going to need a pencil, paper, and something to color with. Why don't you take a minute to go ahead and get those supplies right now. Okay, everybody, you should have everything by now. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to take a look at ancient Egyptian culture.
Welcome to a trip through time. Are you ready to travel to the past? Today we're going to learn about ancient Egypt. Emily and Jay were bored. Their dad was a famous scientist. He worked in his lab. He never let them in. But one day, the children ignored him and snuck in. There was a strange machine with 1,000,000 buttons on it in the room. They were surprised when they saw it.
Wow!
Their dad had told them about a new invention, a machine they could use to travel back in time. Emily and Jay walked into the time machine without thinking. Jay accidentally hit a lever and the machine started to talk.
Hello, children. I'm Time Zor. Why did you turn me on? Now you must travel with me through time. Fasten your seatbelts. We're traveling to Egypt more than 2,000 years ago, the age of the great pharaohs.
Hey, Emily, what's that woman doing on that throne? And why are those men carrying it? That must be pretty boring work, huh?
That's Cleopatra, the pharaoh of Egypt. The Egyptians worked hard to build their pyramids. Excuse me, Cleopatra? Why do you have such a big house just for you?
Hey!
Dear child, what you're calling a house is actually a pyramid, a temple where they bury pharaohs. When a pharaoh dies, he is embalmed and placed here forever.
I don't want to be a pharaoh then. I want to be a farmer or a merchant and travel on the Nile.
Cleopatra was the last queen of ancient Egypt. She was a beautiful and intelligent woman. She spoke 7 languages. She inspired many painters, sculptors, and writers.
When the wealthiest Egyptians, and the pharaoh and his family, died, their bodies were embalmed and prepared to conserve them as long as possible. They cleaned and perfumed the body, wrapped it in bandages, and placed it in a wooden coffin. The Nile is the longest river in Africa. It was very important in ancient Egypt. Because of the river, people could grow cereals and transport goods and people.
In ancient Egypt, each doctor treated a different disease. They knew the parts of the body, made medicine, and even had instruments they used in operations. Emily, Jay, I'm sorry to bother you, but we need to continue our journey.
Okay, so get your paper and pencil ready. We're going to start drawing some things from ancient Egypt. We're going to start with the people from ancient Egypt. Okay, so we're going to draw 2 people from ancient Egypt and the kind of clothes that they would wear. So the first thing I would like you to do is to draw 2 letter U's. So we're going to draw a letter U and another letter U. Okay, and inside that U, we're going to add some eyes. So just 2 circles. Okay, maybe some eyebrows and a smile. Okay, on the other one, we're going to do the kind of the same thing. Just 2 circles for eyes. This time we're going to give eyelashes. So like that and like that. And another smile. Okay. Let's go ahead and do that now. All right, we're going to start with the guy on the left. We're going to make a straight line all the way across, 2 straight lines, kind of like he's wearing a headband. Go ahead and do that now. And then we're going to add a big upside down U. So we're going to add a big upside down U around the head. And at the bottom of that letter U, we're going to make a line that comes in on both sides. Okay. Then we're going to put the letter L and a backwards letter L, kind of. And then we're going to go up. And then across that, we're going to make a line and then put a little gem right there and another gem up here. So go ahead and take a minute to add the pharaoh's headdress. Okay, for our next, we're going to switch to the girl over here, and across the girls, let's try this. Let's start with the big upside down U. Like that. I don't know what happened over there. Okay, and then across, I'm gonna go sideways. And then we're gonna put a big circle right there for a gem. And then we're gonna go a sideways line again. Okay, and then we're gonna put the letter L right here. Backwards letter L right there. Okay. And then underneath her chin, we are going to add a smile line and another bigger smile line. And then we're going to connect the 2 smiles. And we're going to add another gem right there. And then we're going to give her a neck with just the number 11. And then we're going to make the hair. Well, we're gonna wait for the hair. Okay. So underneath that, we're going to give her her clothes. Okay. And then on her clothes, we're going to give her a belt. And then her belt has like a decorative part to it. And then we're going to put 2 letter U's, letter U, and a letter U. And that's going to be our sandals. We're going to put some sandal straps. All right, and then we're going to make her arms. For her arms, we're just going to do a J, backwards J, and then put 2 lines there for her bracelets. Okay, so let's finish off her hair now. Let's make her hair go all the way down to her shoulders. Okay, so there is our Egyptian lady. Now let's finish off the Egyptian guy over here. So why don't we start with his clothes as well. Just a rectangle. And then in the middle of that rectangle, we're going to put a belt. And then he's wearing a tunic, so I think there's a slash right there, diagonal line. And then for his feet, it's just 2 letter U's, X on it. He's wearing sandals. And then we're going to put a J for one arm and a backwards J for another. And then he's also wearing like bracelets. Okay, so take a few minutes to draw that right now. Okay, so here are some of the colors. You can do whatever colors you want. You can use whatever you want to color. Color pencils, markers, crayons, whatever you have. Let's spend the next few minutes finishing the drawing and adding color. You can go ahead and do that right now. You have 4 minutes and 41 seconds. Okay, so that's all the time we have for this drawing. If we still have time, I thought it would be cool if we did an ancient Egyptian scarab beetle. The beetle was a very important symbol in ancient Egypt. It was their main god was called Ra, and he was the sun god. And the beetle was a symbol of this other Egyptian god that was in charge of making sure the sun rose and set every day. So it's a very important symbol to ancient Egyptians. I thought it would be really cool if we made a drawing of an ancient Egyptian scarab beetle. So if you don't have room on your paper or you ran out of room, flip over your paper or get a new piece of paper. We're going to start a new drawing, and we're going to start with, it's pretty easy. We're going to start with the letter O. Oops, I'm not going to use that. Let's see, where's my, there it is. Oh, supposed to be using a pen. Okay, so we're going to start with the letter O. We're going to make two O's. Go ahead and do that right now. Towards the top of your paper. Doesn't matter which way your paper goes. So go ahead and draw those two letter O's. Okay, so underneath that O, we're going to draw a half circle. Go ahead and do that now. All right, we're going to add two more or four more circles. We're going to put a little circle here and a little circle here, and then a little circle here and a little circle here. That's the scarab beetle antenna. Go ahead and draw those four, I guess they're ovals, four ovals. Go ahead and do that now. Okay, so underneath that half circle, we are going to draw kind of like an oval. Now we're going to start here. And then we're going to go, I guess it's more like a half oval. So go ahead and draw that half oval right now. Okay, so inside that half oval, we're going to put the letter T, a capital T. Go ahead and add your capital T. Okay, so we're still working on that, and we're going to basically make the exact same shape in all three sections. That's kind of like, I'm just following the edges. So just follow the edges. Okay, go ahead and draw those three shapes right now. Okay, so we need to make some beetle arms, and we're going to use ovals for those. So we're going to put oval, oval, half circle, oval, oval, oops, I don't know what happened there, half circle. And you're going to do the same thing for the other four legs. The other four legs go like this, and another oval, and then a circle. Oval, oval, half circle. Oval, oval, half circle. Oval, oval, half circle. So go ahead and make all six legs right now. Take a minute to do that. We're almost done. And we're going to add color. Okay. All insects have 6 legs. And some of you might say, what about a spider? Well, a spider isn't considered an insect. It's an arachnid. So we've drawn the head, the thorax, and the abdomen, and 6 legs, 2 antennae. Those are some wings on its back. Okay, so to make the big wings, we're going to use the letter C. And we're going to start here underneath the top arm, and we're going to draw a letter C and a backwards letter C on the other side. Go ahead and do that now. And we're going to do the exact same thing. So right where those C's ended, we're going to start right at the top, and we're going to make another C shape. And this shape is going to keep going all the way around. And when you run into a leg, stop and jump to the other side. Stop, jump to the other side, and keep going. Okay, we're going to do the same thing on both sides. Stop, jump, keep going. Stop, jump over, keep going until you get there. Okay, that is our scarab beetle. Go ahead and do that now. If you want, and you don't have to, you can add like these feathers inside. It's just a little added fun, and it's kind of like the letter W over and over again. And you keep going around and around until you fill up the whole wing. Just keep going around and around. You do the same thing on both sides. It's kind of like a water line or the letter W over and over again. Whatever's easier for you to draw. You don't even have to do this part. It's just extra decorations. Okay. Okay, so I used a marker to add color to mine. You don't have to use a marker. You can if you want to use a marker. You can go ahead and do that. Why don't you take a few minutes right now to start coloring your scarab beetle, whatever colors you like. Okay, we are just about out of time for today. I hope you had fun making artwork about ancient Egypt. I had fun making this artwork. I really look forward to seeing your finished drawings next week in class. So don't forget to bring your artwork to class so you can show me at the beginning of class next week. If you have any questions, don't be afraid to ask. You can message me or email me, have your parents help you with that. If you have any questions, and remember, if you ever miss anything, all these lessons are online on the Art Canvas page, and you can watch this video over and over again if you want to do the project again, or if maybe you missed a part and you want to go back and look at the video, you can do that too. I had fun. I will see you all next week in class. Like I said, don't forget to bring your artwork. Have an awesome week.